Hey, how you doing? This is Tom, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show, and thanks for coming back. I did some more testing of this radio after I stopped my previous show, and I went into another room that doesn't have a bunch of electronics, and I tuned the weather band, and it was coming in loud and clear. You could barely hear it in this room. So the electronics in this room is just killing everything. The other thing is, I did that 1 60-second crank with the battery discharged enough so that the radio wouldn't come on, and it's been playing for 20 minutes continuous. I turned the volume up and down a couple of times. That's a 60-second crank from a dead battery, basically dead battery. So I am impressed with that. Now, the other thing I finally went back and read the instructions, because it's pretty intuitive how to use it. The instructions are pretty comical. We just read a couple of sentences. Turn the volume switch clockwise. A crack sound will heard to show power on. Then turn to make a clamorous sound. But that's too much. That cracks me up. And then down here under cautions, down at the bottom, which are quite a few. The first one is, pay attention when you crank the handle to avoid hurt finger or nail. I didn't say hurting, it says hurt. Next, do not put the unit in a high temperature and high dank place. I think that means dark. Anyway, the next one is, crank it one time for not less than 1 minute per month so as to prolong the using life of the battery. The time for you to crank continuous no more than 10 minutes. That's exactly what it says. It's not my poor reading ability, although sometimes it's pretty poor. The next one is, try your best to avoid the pile, I'm not sure what that means, basement, and so on, which will affect of the radio. will affect the effect of the radio. Well, it's tough to read. I'm not sure what pile is. Avoid the pile. I don't know what that means. Next, to avoid affecting the generating system and hurting your fingers, please do not crank it too hard. Yeah, okay, I understand that. Next one. Normally the unit will become a little heated when cranking for a long time. Also, there will be a little noise while listening to the radio and cranking the unit at the same time. Okay. Last one, please do not listen to the radio with high volume when using the earphone. It may hurt your ear. What I was looking for in the instructions was whether the output on the earphone was stereo or not. I'm assuming it's not. Anything else that's kind of exciting? That's about it. So I just wanted to give you that update. Let me see, did it die? No, it's still playing. And I can't get WWV anymore. I mean, no weather. Yeah, that's gone. Maybe because, like I say, the battery is pretty low and it just can't bring that in. I noticed when, I'm on the weather band selection, and I noticed, I don't know if it'll show up. No. Whoop. There it is.
Seas 2 feet or less. Band inlet waters a light shock. Scattered thunderstorms. Tuesday, south winds.
That's coming in pretty good in my office.
Seas 2 feet.
Let me set it down.
Band inlet waters.
No, I have to put my hand around it. and lift it up.
Around 10 knots and becoming east after midnight.
And the volume is about 3/4 now.
Waters a lake chop.
So that would probably
Scattered thunderstorms.
kill a battery fast.
Wednesday, southeast wind.
But I'm totally amazed that I can listen, that I can listen to this radio for 25 minutes at least with a 60-second crank. That's a pretty good feature, because for me, cranking this thing is difficult. I typically, on these kind of radios, I crank for 60 seconds, I rest my hand and arm for 60 seconds, I crank for 60 seconds, and I do that for a total of 5 minutes, 5 cranking minutes. And that usually will charge up the battery pretty good. So, you know, the beauty of this thing is you can put this thing away, you know, in a drawer or something, and of course over time the battery will drain, and you pull it out, start cranking, and it's charged up. Now, I say that, but keep in mind these are very inexpensive batteries in here, rechargeable batteries, and they will not charge after they've been sitting for some period of time, a year, maybe 2 years. They won't hold it. They won't hold a charge. That's the problem with this guy right here. Is he's so old. I didn't use this very much, but it will. The battery in here, rechargeable battery, will not charge at all. The only time you get any light is where you're cranking, which is kind of hard to use the light. So the battery in this thing has, over the years, killed itself. That's it. I just wanted to give you that update. Again, I'll put down in the description the link to this guy to get this off of Amazon. You can get these other places too. This is not unique to Amazon. Again, it's a Kaito. I don't remember the model number, but you can use the link and go see what it is. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please give me a thumbs up. I got some more of these toys or whatever, gadgets that I'm going to review in the next few days. Bye-bye.